You're such an asshole.
There was a lull in asshole consulting, and then Cappy thought he'd be free. And then Cappy thought he'd go out and hike. And all of a sudden, blam, everybody paid. Young man writes, "Hey Aaron, longtime viewer and first-time writer. Currently 29, working full-time with a part-time job and a goal of being self-employed in the future. My concern is that I feel at a crossroads in my life as I approach 30. I want to be a self-employed person with a company that provides value, with a company that you own, that provides value to society." Oh, you fool. Here's how I'm gonna, this is very important. I know I joke a lot here, ha ha ha, but this is very important. If you are willingly paid, you are providing value to society. Period. That's how you determine value. Okay? We're taking out all morality, we're taking out law, we're talking pure economics. If someone willingly pays you for your good or service, you provide value to society. You are providing utility. You are increasing somebody's standards of living. This video here, you paid me for this video, and we can, and some of you, we would be very right and accurate to mock and ridicule this service here. But at the same flip side, we do actually provide some kind of value. But that is moot, whether, say, asshole consulting is of net positive value to society. You willingly paid me money to have me yell at you on the internet and maybe provide some wisdom or kernels of advice in there in the process. It doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. You paid for it, you willing, and I am helping you out. That benefits you. Other vices, prostitution. Oh my God, you paid that girl to... Whoa, wait a minute. The girl willingly took your money and she gave you sex. Did that, it's not taxable, it's illegal, so are drugs. But it doesn't matter what we as society think about it. It's only up to the individual. If somebody pays you for something willingly, like I would like to buy those shoes, you have provided value to society. All right? So that's it. The only places you don't, go look up the video, What's a Real Job? All right? The only time you are not providing value to society is when you have to go panhandling like a charity or a nonprofit where people begrudgingly give you the money, or you're in a government type of academic type of, where it's like, we're going to force you to take classes, we're going to force you to go to school, and we're going to force to tax you to pay for these things. So social workers, teachers, guidance counselors, all that other stuff, you're not providing value to society. I will say the military and police do provide value to society, though that's the one exception when it comes to the public sector. So I don't care what your job is. People are willingly paying for you. You are providing value to society. None of this communist, Marxist, millennial. It's called profession plus politics. That's what who called it? Where did I hear that? It doesn't matter. Profession plus politics. You guys have been brainwashed to think just doing a good job, being a good accountant, being a good engineer, being a good tradesman is not enough. Nope, you need to do something valuable. We had a green footprint. No, fuck you. You got paid. You obviously did something valuable for society. As well as an author writing books on the side. I also ideally would like to become a father. Good luck finding a girl. However, based on the results of the 2018 election, I'm not sure what's best now to focus my energy on. It's clear we're moving faster towards Venezuela style of socialism. Unless there is a great awakening among the populace, there won't be. And given that so many people use the Democrat Party as a means of finding value in their meaningless lives, there you go. All right, you're on it. Yep. And the relentless increase in immigration of people from countries which support big government, I feel like America is in decline. Yes, you should read the book called Enjoy the Decline. As I watched a large number of millennials get elected to public offices here, almost all radical socialists and feminists, not just Ocasio-Cortez, but all across the country, and I saw the Democrat Party openly stealing elections, have considered focusing more on public service and away from business. After all, being self-employed won't matter when there are Nordic-style tax rates and massive regulation of the private sector. Plus, I'm an excellent public speaker and can bring attention to issues our country is facing. No, you're not. No one cares about public speakers. Doesn't matter how good of a public speaker you are. I mean, it helps. I'll finish here before I tell you why your dreams are stupid and you will do something else. Part of me is willing to enter in order to try to speak out for pro-American values. My concern with that is that I am unsure elected office is efficient in making a difference, as both major parties are morally and ethically bankrupt. And as I read Enjoy the Decline, I'm starting to think that the American people are also by and large morally bankrupt and are not interested in fixing our problems. There you go. In addition, my dad said that running for office is like starting a business, except you produce nothing of value to society. I do not want to be a parasite off the state like Ocasio-Cortez. In terms of family, I've increasingly become discouraged with the dating scene. I've had too many bad experiences with women in my large East Coast city. With each passing day, I become more interested in either building a business or a political career, and less on dating left-wing, overweight, obnoxious women. Although I'm still hoping for a decent woman to come along. My questions are, what is your advice for me on how to spend my 30s? Is it better to pursue business or go after public office? And any thoughts on dating at 30 would be appreciated. Please send a video and email response. For private thanks, blah, blah. All right. There are two main reasons that are maybe touched on in Enjoy the Decline, but not expressly spelled out, that I've come to realize since writing that book, why the United States is going to fail. One is, in addition to people and demographics and socialists and all, and Americans just being spoiled and pathetic. One, the Republican and Republicans, not just talking the party, are incompetent, ballless, rubbery, spineless fucks. One of the most defeating things I ever experienced was when I talked to the Republican, did two speeches for the Republican Party locally in the Twin Cities, and realized how it was just a sob fest. There was no action. There was no, let's do this, let's do this. There was no outline. There was no strategy. It was just people getting, and then when they said, we want to get young men into the Republican, all right, I'll show you how. And I'm like waiting for a call. Do you guys need my help for anything? No. The Republican Party and the Republican is incompetent. Now, Republican people, men especially, are also pussies. Listen to my interview with Cotto and Gottfried from the San Francisco Review of Books. You can find that on YouTube. And I talk about how conservative fathers, specifically in America, are pussies when it comes to their children, specifically their daughters. They will not stand up to their wives. They will not tell their kids no. They will send their kids to Marxist, leftist, liberal arts colleges. And these are the ones, mind you, that are banging on, oh, we got to do something for American values. I mean, these are the most conservative people. And what do they do when it comes to their own family? They just buckle in, either because the wife will withhold sex. They can't tell a little precious daughter no. And I'll keep pointing it out. There's a guy named Rookie. He's on a show called Garage Logic. You can tune in. Great show. But it was like getting punched in the gut when you found, here's a conservative co-host of a conservative talk show radio, now running 25 years, I think now, sends his daughter to St. Kate's, which is a liberal Marxist school. And him and his other co-host have talked for over a decade now about how liberal colleges, liberal arts colleges, but socially or politically liberal as well, are just toxic. You would never send your kid, oh, what do they do? Oh, I can't wait to sign the check. Here you go. Oh, oh. And when I look at that, I'm like, yeah, you know what? Fuck you. The Republican Party, the pros, are fucktarded. And even conservative men, because the stalwarts, I've seen it, they just buckle. They buckle when it comes to their kids. Nothing too good for my daughter. Oh my God. Yes, wife, whatever you want. I mean, they just buckle. And so there's no reason for someone to waste their life, talented or not, capable or not, running in politics at all, I would say, but especially the Republican Party. And when you look at, quote, the conservatives in this country, they're a bunch of fucking cucks. There's a reason that word exists. They're cucks. And I'm not talking, we got to get out into the streets and protest. That's dumb. Protesting is dumb. It starts at home. And when these guys, they can't homeschool, they're not going to get the kids they could send them to a private school, they're not good. And then they send their kids to some overpriced leftist liberal arts college. Oh my God, how come my daughter's a transsexual, lesbian, Guatemalan poetry studies major? That's all right, sweetheart, here's another $100,000 for yourself to get yourself a master's degree. Why are they socialists? No. You need to realize the United States is in terminal decline. It will not get up. It will not. Right? And it doesn't deserve to, because I look at team conservative or libertarian. I'm like, oh my God. The one thing I'll say about the left is at least they're pros. At least they fight for it. At least they got some pros on their team. And the conservatives are just dopes. Just fucking suburbanite dopes. So you should not waste your finite, precious life in this universe trying to help out these cuck, spineless, conservative dopes. Don't even waste your time. Okay? So I would say not go into it. Now, the other reason is why there's just no future. I forgot. Is women voting. Women are, the younger they are, and you could say this about all people, not just women. The younger, the more socialists are going to vote. But until women start voting for the individual, for the family, for their spouse, for their husband, for their children, and not the fucking government, there is no reason to go and have a family. There is no reason to fight for this country because women will vote for the state. They will vote for a government check. They will vote for the government before they vote for the individual. And we do not have time to go into why that is. Genetics and their nature and their biology, blah, 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 blah. It is just painfully clear that after we have given the women the right to vote, which I'm not necessarily against people, is that they have gone and as a group, consistently and regularly and historically, and especially more pronounced now, they have voted for a larger government and a smaller people. That's it. They think they're voting for help. We just want to help the poor. We just want a little bit more. The same standard liberal talking points. None of them looked at the budget to find out how much we're taxing now, how much is left, and how much do we need to achieve their socialist. Doesn't matter. Women love the government more than men today. Women love the government, they love their jobs, they love their careers, they love institutions more than they do individuals today. That is a sick, I don't mean gross sick, I mean a mentally sick society to live in. And you're not going to convince them. Oh, how cute. You're Mr. Smith, you go to Washington, shut the fuck up. You're going to go and start a business that can be mobile and put overseas so that you can build up some assets and some wealth that cannot be confiscated or taxed away by a future Venezuelan socialist government, which inevitably we'll get to. Maybe not in your lifetime. Hopefully, I'm pretty sure not in mine. You're not going to save this. You want to know why? Because the people don't want to be saved. And that's the point I was making with both the conservative men and American women. Nobody wants America. No one wants it to be saved. American women want government to be the main entity, the main source of everything in this country. Conservative men will say they want the individual. Oh, American, I read the Federalist Papers, or whatever the fuck constitutionalist people do. But then when it comes to their own life, their own flesh and blood, so if that's the team, you got to look, you think the United States is this entity where 98% of the cells are not cancerous. And it's just this 2% of cancer you got to get. No. You got to look at the United States. The majority of the cells in the United States as an entity are cancerous. I'd say especially when you get to know and meet Republicans and professional Republicans and actual conservative people or libertarian people today, dude, less than 20% of the population in the United States deserves the United States. It's a zombie. It's a zombie. It's been taken over by the virus. It hates you. You're not going to turn it around. All right? So no, you're not going to become a politician. I don't give a shit what your public speaking skills are. My public speaking skills are awesome. And no one wants to hear the truth. So here's what I would do. If you have no public social media presence, like people don't know who you are, I would run for the Democrat Party. I would be more socialist than teeth and eyes. I would be, you want more, oh, you double up, you go more. I mean, if you're that good of a public speaker and you want to have a career in politics, give the people what they want. Okay? Give them what they want. Yep, you're right, sweetheart. The government should take. Yep, we should have free everything. You're right. You're entitled. You have a right to other people's shit. Let me go get it for as long as you vote for me and give me my $120,000 a year job over the House of Representatives. So that's how I recommend you spend your 30s. You start a business that is mobile and you can do it from a foreign country. Generate your income in the first world. Live in a second or third world country with good banking laws and stability, right? So that's what I would do. Any thoughts on dating at 30 would be appreciated. I hate to say it, I'm telling all guys to kind of throw in the towel but leave a line in. I've talked about this many times before. The majority of women, as I indicated before, are not interested in individuals. They're interested in institutions. They're interested in their corporate employer. They're interested in their education, their colleges, and they're interested in the government and nonprofits. They are not interested in individuals. Fathers, husbands, well, not father, for your case, family formation. They're not interested in family formation. They're not interested in husbands. They're not interested in being. They're not interested in children. I'll say it again. I got to write a post about this one day. Women will say they want to be wives and mothers. They don't actually want to be wives and mothers, right? They want, or what was it? They want to get married and have children. They don't want to be wives and mothers. There's a difference. That's the key thing. And you are now faced with the paradox. I know you'd like to get married. Every guy pretty much would, as that's what you're genetically programmed to do. But you got to look at what's out there. And you have looked at what's out there. And inevitably, you got to stop thinking, well, I'm just fishing in the wrong hole, or there must be something wrong with me, or I got to change my tactics. No, the selection is shit. It is the Soviet grocery store. It is a Venezuelan grocery store. There is shit. There is nothing in the marriage aisle. There's no marriage material in the grocery stores. All right? None. There's occasionally a rare gal, all right? Well, then go do rare things. Go to church, find a girl, have harsh talk, blah, blah, blah. I've done it before. But I would, if your goal is to get married and you're in 30, I would set up a profile and immediately, I'm looking to get married and have kids. I'm looking for a traditional relationship, which means the wife will stay at home and raise the kids. I will go and make the work, and we will live under a budget. I would lead with that, so you screen out all the fucking shit. And you're going to catch flack and you're sexist and fine. But then you immediately cut through the chase, and what few women are going to be interested in that will approach you. And even then, don't get your hopes up, okay? I will be getting the dating service going. I know I keep saying that, but sometimes I want to have fun too. So that's my thoughts on dating. If your goal is to get married, then just go online, very clear, upfront and forward. Say, you cannot be a socialist, you cannot be a feminist. You must love individuals over institutions. And if you don't, then I'm not interested in you, and terribly sorry, you know. And expect the flack, expect the hate. And then I would not waste any more of your time dating, frankly, in the 30s. Not to sound like a MGTOW guy, but you're in your 30s, you want to start a business, all right. That takes time. You know, I wouldn't be going to nightclubs. I wouldn't be asking girls out. I wouldn't be like, here, no, I'm not. And then I would focus on your business. I would focus on you. Because a lot of guys out there are wasting a lot of time dating, chasing down girls. Hell, getting married and having a 10 or 20-year relationship. Go down the toilet. Dude, at least investing in yourself, there is no threat of loss. You will get a rate of return. All right, and I think over the long haul, you might find a marriage material woman. They are out there, but I would not be putting a lot of effort into it. Traditionally speaking, I would be, hey, here it is, blah, I'm only interested in marriage, and you better, your top 5 deal breakers, and say, no feminists, no socialists, no student loan debt, no debt, and there might be 5 women in the country that fit that description. So get used and watch the video. Accept the chance that you will never marry. I cannot, for younger men like you, the more and more I look at younger women, I'm like, oh my God, they really don't want marriage or kids, guys. They really don't. And you kind of being strong enough or brave enough, that's how they use it. Brave. Accepting reality, yeah, I want to get married and have kids. at least you know that now. All right, at least you acknowledge that. That takes a little bit of courage. But now that you've taken that courage, now have more courage to look out into the sea and say, wow. Because you sit right here. Increasingly discouraged with the dating scenes. I've had too many bad experiences with women in my large East Coast city. With each passing day, I become more interested in building instead of dating left-wing, overweight, obnoxious. Well, yeah, well, that's what's on the menu for your generation. All right, that's it. Questions, answers, as long as you got money, over to assholeconsulting.com. Check out all the links down below, including the Amazon affiliate program, which you can do all your Amazon shopping, this Christmas shopping, right now without having to get up and going down to the stores. You don't pay anything extra. I get a 7% cut. Links down there. Books. The books make a great Christmas gift. The books make a great gift. It's all down there. We'll see you guys later. Toodles.